After Guru Nanak, the yogis just kept doing their practices and didn't go into the world. Many people followed Guru Nanak and became Sikhs. So the two lifestyles were separate. And that went on for a few hundred years. There were 9 successors to Guru Nanak, and the fourth one we know as Guru Ram Das, the fourth Sikh, the fourth Nanak, we say, because each of these lights had that same mantle of purity, of truth and understanding, that they lived and dwelled in that infinity consciousness. Meanwhile, the successors to Guru Nanak were not his sons. He gave birth to 2 sons. He was married, was a householder himself. And one of his sons became a great Bal yogi, meaning he never even aged because his practices were so perfect as a yogi. And he really thought he should have become the guru after Nanak's passing. But Nanak gave the throne of Nanak to Angad. Angad passed it to Amar Das, and then the fourth guru was Ram Das. Meanwhile, Baba Sri Chand didn't die, and he always looked young. And he was well known throughout the yogic world as the greatest yogi. Then when Guru Ram Das began excavating the tank of Amritsar, more and more Sikhs began to gather, and he became very well known. And word spread throughout the land about this great, most humble, beautiful light of Nanak, Guru Ram Das. And word spread even to Baba Sri Chand. And he decided, I really want to go and see this guru. And he was in somewhat of a duality, because he really thought he should have been the guru, even after all this time, but he really liked what he heard. So he went to visit Guru Ram Das, and Guru Ram Das heard that Baba Sri Chand was coming, and he was also very excited to meet Baba Sri Chand. So when he had arrived in the area, Guru Ram Das even got up and went out to meet him. And the two just really enjoyed talking together. And one of the first questions that Baba Sri Chand asked Guru Ram Das was, I can't believe how much you look like my father. How is it possible? Because the light, and of course, Baba Sri Chand was probably used to looking at the etheric bodies, not just the physical body, but then he saw the physical body too and said, but your beard is like so long. Why do you have such a long beard? And Baba Sri Chand was asking, not ever expecting that Guru Ram Das bent down right before Sri Chand and began to wipe his feet with his beard. He said, to wipe the feet of holy sage and saints such as you. And at that moment, Sri Chand was just transformed. And he said, I am so grateful that today I finally understand why the throne of Nanak passed to me, because I didn't have the humility. I didn't have that grace of service that you have. And thank you so much for explaining this and sharing your light. And also the other yogis in the area were saying, well, he's really beautiful, but you know, he doesn't really do any yoga. And Baba Sri Chand said at that time, at this time, he is the Raj Yoga. I am leaving, because this has been well over 100 years for me, and I'm finished now. And this is the new Raj Yoga, the new king of yoga. And he caused all the yogis to bow down to Guru Ram Das. And Guru Ram Das was from then on considered the king of yoga to all these yogis. And Guru Ram Das explained the same as Guru Nanak. He said, it's not that you do only the austerities and do the postures, but you have to have your mind in yoga. And Guru Gobind Singh wrote the beautiful Shabad Re Man, Jo Kamal. It's in our mind that we can practice the true highest yoga when we focus our mind. Guru Ram Das told the yogis, you can live in the world and serve people, and that's how you achieve the highest yoga. So those were two intersections where Sikh Dharma met the yogis. But then the yogis pretty much went off, went their own way. People that practiced the teachings of the gurus were known as Sikhs, and for the most part didn't do yoga. But the Udasis didn't ever forget what honor that Guru Ram Das had. And so in the years that followed, there were times that were very difficult and challenging for the Sikhs, and the Mughals would chase them even into the forest, and the Udasi yogis would come and protect the Gurdwaras and take care of the Guru in the right and the proper ways. So they continued to remember, and they served as Guru Ram Das had instructed him to do.